The City of Providence has long used tax stabilization agreements, or TSAs, as a method of attracting new development. Some of these agreements can be pretty complicated. In return for a break on property taxes for some specified period, developers promise to do all sorts of useful chores around town, such as hiring specific numbers or establishing other new businesses. But if the city then goes to sleep once new construction begins, none of those additional promises are kept. Are you kidding me? As Kate Nagel reported last week in Go Local Prov, it happens just that way all too often. Her case in point was the 30-year deal signed with the original owners of the Providence Place Mall in the mid-90s. In return for hundreds of millions in property tax relief, the owners were supposed to create a retail workers training center, contribute to advertising to promote the Down City area, work with RIPTA to create shuttle service to and from the mall, establish a Down City cinema in a location other than the mall, and organize a downtown management district, whatever that is. As you may have already guessed, the Providence Place Mall got all the tax relief, but none of the other stuff was ever even started. Now there are two subsequent owners of the property, neither of which say they know anything about these extra responsibilities. As a further complication, Providence City Councilman Kevin Jackson has his nose out of joint, claiming that only the council can create or amend a TSA. So how could this one have just disappeared? Meanwhile, the Elorza administration is now concerned that their efforts to use this exact same bait will be compromised. Do you think there's any finger-pointing in progress? Here's my point. The next time government says they can handle the management of anything even remotely connected to the private sector, here's what you say. Are you kidding me?
Find us on Cox Channel 15 or Verizon Channel 34, Saturdays at 4 p.m. and Sundays at 10 a.m. Find us on the web at www.gaspyproject.com/commonsenseri. You can also find us on Facebook as Common Sense of Rhode Island and on Twitter at &CommonSenseRI.